off to Tupa. He drives left side. Now trying to find some help. Finally kicks it out to Lawton, top of the key. Now to Slominski, right side. He tries to drive baseline, spin move, looking for some help, as he may have gotten away with a travel there, but now Lawton has it top of the key, gives it to Ladwig, left wing, guarded by Ninifu. Skutt brings the double team for a moment, but now Ladwig finds Tupa right side, right in front of Skutt's bench. They bring the hard hedge out with Healy. Now it's going to be Slominski. Left corner, 3-ball on the way from Ladwig, is tipped, and the fight for the loose ball, and Skutt has it. So up the floor goes J.J. Farron, 12-4 Skutt, out in front by 8. Minute 54 to play here in first quarter. Ninifu drives, spin move in the lane. Nice little pivot. Floater is good for James Ninifu. And Skutt has their biggest lead of the morning at 10. Blair needing to find some offense here. Slominski has it, far corner. Now it's going to be Lawton, top of the key, guarded by Brack. Hands it off to Tupa. Now he's right side to Slominski. Looking for some help with Slominski, guarded by Gabriel Edgestrand of Skutt Catholic. Tupa now has it, right wing, drives, kicks, Lawton, left wing. Now Tupa once again. Blair trying to find some offense. Ladwig tries to be that guy, no good on the 3-ball, and the rebound is corralled by Brack of Skutt. And so Farron will slow things down here momentarily with 1:09 to play here in the opening quarter. They hand it off to Ninifu, left side. He'll now dribble it to the top right portion of the state here that's on the court at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Now it's Farron, right side to Edgestrand. Brack, Skutt just trying to play keep away. As Ninifu drives left side, no shot. We'll have a foul on the floor. I'm not sure who they got on that. Waiting for the official call here. Okay, so the Blair foul will go on number 24, Sawyer Lawton. Both Lawton and Slominski were in the area, so I wasn't sure who they got the foul on there. A couple substitutions for each side. Skutt inbounds underneath their own hoop, trying to find Jake Brack top of the key. They do successfully. He's guarded by Slominski. Now it's Dvorak. To Farron, left side, guarded by Slominski, 47 seconds and counting. Here in quarter number 1, 14-4, Skutt out in front by 10. Edgestrand to Brack, back to Edgestrand. Now to Dvorak, top of the key. About 35 feet away from the hoop. Now it's going to be Farron, right side. To Brack, finds a cutting Dvorak. He drives center of the lane, and we'll have a foul call down low on Blair with 29.3 seconds to play here in the first quarter. It's going to be on number 55, Wyatt Ogle, the senior. It's just going to be his first personal foul. Skutt still with the basketball, 27 seconds and counting here. First quarter, 14-4. Blair struggling on offense, trying to find a crease in that Skutt defense all quarter long. And Skutt has the basketball now with 18 seconds on the ticker. Farron has it near the timeline. Blair's not even up there contesting with him. Skutt will hold for the last shot here. Trying to go up by more than 10 points here at the end of the first quarter. Farron with it, left side, driving on Slominski. He's going to be fouled there by Nolan Slominski. That'll be Slominski's first. Ninifu checks back in there for Edgestrand for the Skyhawks. 4.2 seconds left on the clock, 14-4. Skutt out in front by double digits. It'll be a sideline inbound. Dvorak will be the inbounder right in front of Blair's bench across the way. They inbound it to Ninifu, top of the key, 3 seconds on the clock, kicks it out to Farron. As time expires, his three-point shot is blocked, and there will be no points as the time expires. There's the horn, and at the end of the first quarter, your score, Skutt Catholic 14, the Blair Bears 4. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the second quarter action coming up next. This is 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts, more celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
It's seafood season at Amigos. The popular fish and shrimp tacos are back and on special. 2 for just $6.99. There's jumbo shrimp baskets, fish and chips, and even a seafood enchilada. Talk about variety. And don't forget the crowd-pleasing crisp crab rangoon burrito. The amazing flavor of crab rangoon rolled in a golden crisp tortilla, just made to dunk in our sweet chili sauce. What a catch! Seafood at Amigos.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's time for the second quarter here in the Class B boys quarterfinal, game one of the day. It'll be Blair basketball to begin things. They're down by 10, 14-4 to Skutt. They're still going right to left from my vantage point. Jay Unger, the Husker baseball commit, has it on the right wing. Now finds Lawton, top of the key. Number 14, Grayson Kay, has checked in now for Blair, seeing his first time of the afternoon, or the morning, I should say. And there's going to be a foul on the floor. It'll be on number 20, Grant Dvorak, his first. So Blair will inbound it directly in front of me here. And then just throw it into the backcourt into Kip Tupa, where he corrals the loose ball. Now it's Jay Unger, right wing, still for Blair. Looking for some help. Now it's Lawton, top of the key. Finds Grayson Kay. Now it's back to Lawton, top of the key. Zapla with it, left side. Guarded by Dvorak. Now it'll be Kay. Lawton, three ball, right wing for Blair. It rattles home. So it's 14-7. Blair gets the scoring going in the second quarter here. 7:15 to play in the first half. 14-7. Skutt out in front as they've doubled up Blair. Dvorak has it. Top of the key. Now Ninifu, right side. Back to Dvorak. Working left side. On Kay, looking for some help as he picked up his dribble down low to Brack, then back out, three ball on the way from Dvorak. No good, way too long. Nothing but air on that shot, and Jay Unger gets the rebound for Blair. Up the floor, goes Zapla in the lane. Gets his layup blocked, looking for a foul, and Dvorak corrals the miss for Skutt. Up the floor to Farron, right side. Skutt pushing the pace, kicks it out. Brack drives, right side of the key, now kicks it back out. Left side, three ball on the way. Ninifu, it's good. And so it's back to a 10-point Skutt Catholic lead, 6:26 to play, first half. Blair with the basketball. Lawton has it. Hasn't used his dribble, but now finds Kay, left side, working on Dvorak. Now back out to Lawton, right side. Now Zapla to Kay, working on James Ninifu. They hand it off to Lawton. He's going to be fouled. Hand check called, I believe, on number 34, Jake Brack. And it sure will be. Jake Brack, his first.
34, Jake Brack, that's his first personal foul. Skyhawks fourth and a half. Back for the Bears, number 12, Luke Latwig.
17-7, Skutt out in front by 10. 6:07 to play here, first half. Tupa has it near the timeline, working on Farron. He drives right side down the lane, kicks it out to Unger. He'll shoot the mid-range jumper. No good, nothing but air. Too strong on that one by Jay Unger. And here comes Ninifu and the Skyhawks. He drives coast to coast. Ninifu, it's good. 19-7. Skutt out in front by 12 as Tupa now brings it across the timeline. He has it, now gives it to Lawton. They hand it off. Zapla, top of the key, guarded by Dvorak. Now hands it off. Ladwig drives center of the key. Almost lost the basketball for a moment. Kicks it out. Lawton tries his own three. No good. Off the front iron. And Farron gets the miss for Skutt. Crossing the timeline. Up the floor to Brack. Now to Ninifu. He'll shoot from the top of the key. Off back iron. No good. And Jay Unger flies up and gets the rebound for Blair. And passes it to Ladwig. 5:17 to play. 19-7. Skutt out in front by 12. As Ladwig has it, top of the key, driving left side. Now it's going to be Tupa, takes the screen right from Ladwig. Lawton with it, right wing. Pass is going to be intercepted by Dvorak, and he has nobody in front of him. Right-handed layup in the lane, no good. As Dvorak missed the wide-open layup, and here comes Blair. Ladwig up the floor, drives baseline on Zorowski, no good. And the loose ball will be corralled by Farron as Ladwig comes up hobbling. Farron drives, kicks out. Ninifu has it left wing. Now back to Ninifu from Farron. And Skutt will slow it down momentarily. Dvorak with it. Top of the key to Ninifu. Left side. Farther down to Farron. He gets it poked away from behind, and we'll have a foul called on the Bears. It'll be on Kip Tupa. His first. So the first personal foul on the senior.
Kip Tupa, that's his first personal foul. Team fifth. for the half.
Jack Healy checks back in for Skutt Catholic.
And number 12, Gabe Estrand.
Also, Gabe Estrand checks back in for the Skyhawks. 19-7, 4:30 left to play, first half. Class B quarterfinal. Ninifu has it top of the key. Now to Farron. Down low to Brack, or I should say on the elbow. He takes the mid-range turnaround jumper. No good off back iron, and the rebound is corralled by Blair, but we'll have a foul called on James Ninifu, and that's going to be Ninifu's second. So kind of interesting there. Kyle Jurgens doesn't like the call. On that rebound, it looked like Blair just flew up for the rebound and just fell. And Ninifu didn't even touch him, but they're going to call a foul on James Ninifu instead. And so Ninifu will have to take a seat on the bench momentarily with his 2 fouls with 4:14 to play in the first half. Slominski's also checked back into the game for Blair. Tupa has it, crossing the timeline, working on Farron. Now it's going to be Ladwig. Thought about the deep three from the right wing, but says no, thank you. Now back to Tupa, top of the key. He splits the defenders. Slominski gets loose ball. Jay Unger, far side. Now back up the court, up to the top of the key to Tupa. Layup in the lane, no good, as Tupa just tried to split 2 big bodies of Jake Brack and Jack Healy. And his body hit the deck. He threw up a shot, and he gets bailed out with a foul call. That foul called on junior forward Jack Healy, his first. Skutt's 6th team foul of the first half. And Tupa's at the line to shoot 2. He hits the first one. 60% on the year is Tupa. He hits that first one to make it an 11-point Skyhawk lead. 3:55 to play, second quarter. Tupa's second one is also good, nothing but net there, so it's 19-9. Blair trying to get back within single digits. Farron has it. Right side, now to Dvorak. 3:47 to play, second quarter. Blair in a 1-3-1 defense here to my right. Now Brack to Farron. Now cross court, left side. Back to Farron. He'll try the right wing 3-ball. No good off back iron. Healy skies up for the rebound, but his shot's blocked by Jay Unger. Healy kicks it back out to Dvorak, top of the key. Now to Edstrand. Left side. Bounce passes to Dvorak. Now to Farron. Right wing. Guarded by Tupa. Cross court. Dvorak, left side. Looking for some help. Bounce pass back to Farron. He'll try another 3-ball right wing. This time it's good.
Winner, J.J. Farron.
So a 3-point shot by J.J. Farron puts Skutt up 22-9 with 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Tupa has it. Crosses the timeline. Blair trying to find some more offense here as they're down 22-9. Down low to Jay Unger in the lane. No good, but we'll have a foul called on Jack Healy, his second. So going to line for Blair will be Jay Unger, the Husker baseball commit, just a sophomore, 7.7 points per game, 67% from the free throw line this season.
Jay Unger at the line, shooting 2.
Spins it in his hands, puts it up near his ear, and is short on the first one. So it's still 22-9 here, 2:49 to play. Don't go anywhere after this game. We'll have continued coverage all day long. Around 10:45, it'll be the tip-off of Platteview and Bennington with DP on the call. The winner of that game gets the winner of this game on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Jay Unger connects on the second free throw. It's 22-10. Skutt out in front by 12. Holy smokes. Can't count today. Ninifu has it right side. Looking down low for Brack, but still decides to pass cross court to Dvorak, who has it top of the key now to Farron, left side. Thought about another 3. Now it's Dvorak into the key. Ninifu kicks it out. Farron tries a 3-ball on the way. No good, too strong. And the rebound goes right into the hands of Ninifu. Skutt still has another chance. Dvorak back to Ninifu. He'll drive baseline. Floater. No good. Gets it blocked from behind by Ladwig. And Jay Unger corrals the loose ball for Blair. It's 2:16 to play. Skutt up by 12, 22-10. 2 minutes and change left in the first half. Ladwig has it. Top of the key. Gets a screen left from Slominski. Gets stuck. Now it's Jay Unger. He'll drive right side. Loses possession of the basketball. Bodies on the floor. 3 of them. 2 by Blair, 1 by Skutt. Unger has the basketball in his arms, but they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to the Skyhawks.
Back is for the Bears, number 55, Wyatt Ogle.
Wyatt Ogle checks back in for Blair with 1:57 to play here in quarter number 2 as Jay Unger takes a seat. Farron will bring it across the timeline, finds Dvorak, now right side, guarded by Sleminski. Now guarded by Tupa to Ninafu, down low, right on the doorstep to Jake Brack, and the layup is just too easy for him when he gets it down low in the paint like that. And now it's 24-10, Skutt out in front by 14. Zapla has it, kicks out, Sleminski, left side, drives, right. Now Ladwig, far corner, right in front of Skutt's bench, guarded by Ninafu. These are the two best players in today's game, Ninafu and Ladwig. Now it's going to be Zapla, right side, working on Dvorak. Spin move in the lane. He's going to be fouled, and the bucket will count. Foul will be on number 20, Grant Dvorak, his second. Gabe Edstrand has to check back in as Ninafu takes a breather before the half. There's no reason for Ninafu to pick up a third foul within the final minute 18. Zapla at the line to shoot one, and he connects. It's 24-13. Skutt out in front by 11. Now Farron slowly bringing across the timeline. Sawyer Lawton ready to check in at the next dead ball for Blair. Edstrand to Dvorak. Now to Farron, left side, back to Dvorak, top of the key. Blair switched to a 2-3 zone. Now Farron with it. He'll dribble it across near the timeline. Now it's Edstrand, right side to Dvorak. Cross-court pass to Farron. Skutt trying to play for the final shot here in the first half. Still have 51 seconds to burn since there's no shot clock. Now it's Dvorak, right wing, working on Tupa. Now to Edstrand, top of the key, back to Dvorak. Bounce pass to Zorowski, down low to Brack. He gets his pass taped away from behind, and Ogle gets the loose ball. Here comes Blair. Ladwig crosses the timeline, 33 seconds to play. Now Zapla, right side, drive, center of the key. Layup will be no good, too strong. And the rebound goes right into the hands of Edstrand, and here comes Farron for the Skyhawks. He looks towards Kyle Junger's way, and Coach Junger says one shot with 19 seconds to play here in quarter number 2. 24-13, Skutt out in front by 11. They'll go into the break with a double-digit lead, barring anything wild happening. Farron has it, right wing, 5 seconds. Pass is going to be tipped out of bounds with 3.1 to play in the second quarter. They'll bring in James Ninafu really quickly for Gabe Edstrand.
Number 24, Sawyer Lawton.
Sawyer Lawton also checks in for Blair. So it'll be a sideline inbound right in front of the scores table here for Skutt, as Grant Dvorak will be the inbounder. They brought in James Ninafu, Skutt's best shooter, with 3.1 to play in the second quarter. He gets the inbound pass, 2 seconds to play. One, gets a floater in the lane, no good off back iron. Had a really good look. But at the end of the first half, Skutt Catholic leads Blair 24-13. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the Southeast Community College halftime show. This is state tournament coverage on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey dude, can I have the aux cord?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you want to play some games?
What? No, stop. I'm trying to drive.
Dude, Aaron wants to know what you're doing on Friday.
Okay, I'll talk to him later. I'm driving right now.
Did you see this thing on Facebook?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I gotta put you on Do Not Disturb.
Wait.
It's hard to drive with a bad passenger, so don't let your phone be one. Visit drivesmartany.org for more information. Brought to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You can search online for hours to find the best electricians in Lincoln and the surrounding area, but I'll save you time. High Electric has been serving their customers for 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They're experts in everything electrical, from remodeling to new additions, hot tub installations, electric vehicle chargers or EV chargers, lighting, ceiling fans, and more. High Electric takes jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at highelectric.com.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Are you dragging through each day? Most people are dehydrated or deficient in essential vitamins, minerals, and more. Live Hydration Spa helps you get more out of your life with their IV hydration treatments to help with anti-aging, weight loss, endurance, and more. Their performance packages can help you feel better doing your normal daily routine with boosts of energy and vitality, an increase in immunity, and quicker athletic recovery. Call today for an appointment at 402-413-2042 or walk in at 71st and Pioneers. Live Hydration Spa.
Customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, up next for the second half of your halftime entertainment, please welcome to the floor 15-time state champs.
It's halftime at the Class B boys quarterfinal, game 1 of 2, I should say, of these quarterfinals today on The Ticket. Halftime show is brought to you by Southeast Community College. Discover your path to possible at SEC. Learn more at southeast.edu. Skutt leads Blair 24-13 at the break. Number 1 seed Skutt trying to get their 3rd state title in school history. They were Class B champions in 2014 when they beat Beatrice 59-45, and then in 2020 when they topped Ron Cawley 59-31. Under Kyle Jungers, this is their 5th straight appearance, 7th overall. They've been to the state tournament 7 of Kyle Jungers' 9 years as head coach of the Skyhawks. They only missed the state tournament in 2015 and 2017. Storyline of the first half is Skutt's defense just really shutting down Blair. I mean, for Blair, you have kind of one option, or I should say 2 options for offense. That's Luke Ladwig, the senior, averaging 15 points per game, and then the Husker baseball commit Jay Unger, who's averaging just a little over 7.5 per contest. And give Skutt credit. They've used their big bodies of Jack Healy and Jake Brack down low to kind of slow down and not allow Blair to get down into the bottom parts of the lane. James Ninfu having a strong game for Skutt, other than missing a wide open floater at the end of the first half there, and which could have put Skutt up by 13, doubling up the Bears here at halftime. We've mentioned kind of the last couple of days that we'll have 32 games coming your way this week on The Ticket. I want to kind of just give you guys a outlook of what it's going to look like for your Monday. So obviously we have Skutt Blair right now. Following this one at 10:45, DP will be on the call of number 4 seed Platteview and number 5 seed Bennington. That'll be the other Class B boys quarterfinal. The winner of Skutt and Blair plays the winner of Platteview and Bennington on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. The schedule for the rest of the day, it switches over to Class A girls action. So a lot of good, exciting matchups coming your way. At 1:30, I will have the call of number 1 seed Millard South and number 8 seed Bellevue West. At 3:15, DP will be on the call for Omaha Central, who is a 4 seed, and Lincoln Southwest. And then at 6 p.m., it's Fremont, Taylor McCabe, the Iowa commit, and Sarah Shepard, the sister of former Husker and former Notre Dame Fighting Irish forward, now drafted with the Minnesota Lynx in 2019. Sarah Shepard, she will be playing. She's the sister of Jessica Shepard, who I was mentioning just a couple minutes ago. They play Pius, who is the 7 seed. Pius lost in their district final to Bellevue West, which allowed Bellevue West to get the 8 seed. They lost on a buzzer beater to the Thunderbirds. So we'll see how Ryan Pasota's squad rebounds this afternoon at 6 p.m. And then the nightcap with DP on the call. Dominique Kelly and that awesome storyline with Lincoln High and their amazing season. Jalen Brill, and Keanu Wiley and a couple other players from Lincoln High really playing some good basketball as of late. They were able to top Lincoln Northeast in the district final and make their way to Pinnacle Bank Arena. They take on 6 seed Bellevue East tonight at 7:45 in the nightcap. And then guess what? We get to do it all over again tomorrow and all the way through Saturday when we crown state champions in Class A, Class B, Class C1, and Class C2, both boys and girls. And you'll be able to hear all of those right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Once again, your halftime score, Omaha Skutt Catholic. The Skyhawks lead the Bears of Blair 24-13 at the break. It's about 5 minutes until we get rolling with the quarter number 3. So we'll take a couple-minute break. Once again, this has been the Southeast Community College Halftime Show. Discover your path to possible at SEC. Learn more at southeast.edu. Don't go anywhere. In a couple of minutes, we'll have the second half action live from Pinnacle Bank Arena. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
When you choose ethanol at the pump, you're not only saving money, you're saving livelihoods. Nebraska is the second largest producer of ethanol, which is proudly made with locally grown field corn. Every time you fill up with higher ethanol blends like E15, E30, and E85, you're supporting Nebraska farmers and strengthening our economy. Right now, only about 4% of Nebraska-produced ethanol is being used in Nebraska. Let's do more to support local agriculture. Fuel a stronger tomorrow. Choose ethanol. Learn more at fueledbynebraska.com.
DBAT Lincoln Baseball and Softball Academy is a cut above the rest. Their indoor climate-controlled facility lets you work out regardless of weather, and their 18 batting cages provide plenty of opportunities to get your work in. Their professional instructors don't just know baseball and softball, they live and breathe it. Learn more about their membership pricing or birthday party rentals by calling 402-882-3228 or going to dbatlincoln.com. DBAT, developing beliefs, attitudes, and traditions both on and off the field.
Are you tired of lousy internet and faceless customer service? It's time to experience local, honest, hassle-free, and exceptional. That's the Allo promise. We not only provide crazy fast fiber internet, crystal clear TV, and dependable phone service, but we choose to become a part of the communities we serve and love when everyone calls or stops by our store to say Allo. So don't settle for mediocre, settle for exceptional with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/local.
Fencing, skydiving, baseball, tennis, gymnastics, softball, basketball, table tennis, karate.
Nick thinks he can name all of the Cornhusker State Game sports in 30 seconds.
BMX racing, volleyball, cycling.
Not likely, but here's what you do need to know. The Cornhusker State Games are coming up in July. With over 70 sports to choose from, there's literally something for everyone. Register by June 1st to get your free shirt. Check it all out at CornhuskerStateGames.com. Go for the gold in 2022.
Challenge, archery, chess, foot golf, fishing.
At Southeast Community College, fall just arrived, but spring is already on our minds. Registration for the spring 2022 semester begins October 25th. Whether you want to get a head start on a 4-year degree, learn a new trade with a certificate program, or add to your job skills, SCC has a class for you. Spring semester starts January 10th. Learn more about our more than 60 programs of study online at southeast.edu. SCC, your path to possible.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting wefixbasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back here with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. We're about a minute and a half away from getting the second half up and rolling. Both teams have come back onto the floor. As always, want to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to make high school basketball possible. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, Southeast Community College, Union Bank, Live Hydration Spa, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, Nebraska Ethanol Board, DBAT Lincoln, Eustis Body Shop, the Nebraska Sports Council, A1 Automotive, EP Foundation Repair, High Electric, Allo Fiber, and last but certainly not least, the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. So Skutt comes into this one with a 22-1 record overall. They lead Blair 24-13 at the break. We're under a minute to go until the third quarter action is underway. We'll see what Chris Whitwer, the head coach of Blair, can draw up here at halftime, because they got to find some offense. And that's not just because they're down by 11. They just haven't been able to get anything consecutively going on. Just struggled to score the basketball on like back-to-back. Can't get into a rhythm, can't get into a run. I mean, part of that may just be Skutt playing some strong defense, but and like I mentioned during the halftime show there, Skutt's doing a good job, kind of combining Jake Brack, the junior forward, and Nate Zaruski and Jack Healy all together down low in the paint, not allowing a guy like Jay Unger for Blair to get anything going near the rim. So we'll see what happens. We're about to hear the horn here in less than 10 seconds, get rolling with the third quarter. Give credit to Blair and Skutt. I mean, they've been able to bring respectable student sections here. I mean, 9 a.m., a drive from Omaha or Blair, a little around an hour. So give them credit for making the trip out here for the state tournament. Good crowd on hand with parents. People are starting to file in for Platteview and Bennington. You can hear that one around 10:45 a.m. right here on the ticket as well. It'll be Blair basketball going left to right now from my vantage point. Tupa has it, drives right side, backdoor cut. It's going to be knocked away, but Skutt will touch it last, goes out of bounds, and Blair will get the basketball underneath their own hoop as they tried to find a backdoor cutting Luke Ladwig, but Ninifu got his mitts on it. It'll stay with Blair. Bears looking to inbound. They just find Lawton way up near the timeline. He'll dribble top the key now to Tupa, guarded by Farron of Skutt. Now hands it off. Ladwig, right side, guarded by James Ninifu. Looking for some help. Now Tupa, top the key, guarded by Farron. Spin move in the lane. Right-handed layup, up and under, no good. And the rebound goes right into the hands of Tupa as Tupa turned around, got up, and his reverse layup is good. Tupa just was on the ground after trying to hit that up and under layup, and the ball bounced right into his hands as he was standing up. Now it's Skutt right in front of us. Dvorak to Brack. Now Farron, left side. Screen left from Brack, right in the lane, in the center of the key, no good. As Zaruski gets the rebound and the bucket to go with the foul. Foul will be on number 32, Jay Sean Unger. It's his second personal. Nate Zaruski at the line, 54% on the year. Trying to put Skutt up by 12, and he does not. Short on the free throw, and the rebound goes right to Sawyer Lawton of the Bears. So Ladwig will slowly bring it across the timeline, finds Tupa. He'll dribble, right side. Still beyond the three-point line. 6:58 to go here, quarter number 3. Tupa bounce pass to Ladwig. Top of the key, guarded by Ninifu. He'll take the three ball on the way. It's good! Luke Ladwig, as he looks towards the Skutt fans and swings his arm around his three as Blair is down 26-18. They've cut it to single digits. Ninifu has it, right wing for Skutt. Denies the screen left. Now he goes center of the key, up and under, floater in the lane, rattles out, but he gets his own miss, and the putback is good for James Ninifu. So scoring's picked up momentarily here early on in the third quarter. Tupa has it left wing for Blair. Now it's Lawton, top of the key, hands it off to Ladwig, trying to get something going for the Bears. Ladwig in the key, drives, kicks. Now it's Zoppla, right wing. Jay Unger trying to get position down low. Now it's Lawton, top of the key, missed Zoppla down low. Now kicks out Ladwig, right side. Now he'll drive left side of the key, dumps it off to Jay Unger. He wasn't ready for it, but corrals it with his big hands and gets the layup to go for Jay Unger. And it's 28-20, Skutt out in front by 8. Now it's Dvorak to Ninifu, right side. Skutt trying to stay in front of this one, give themselves some more breathing room. Dvorak takes a screen right from Zaroski. Layup in the lane, no good. Rebound is going to be taken away from Unger by Zaroski. Putback is good. Blair fans wanted an over-the-back call on Zaroski as Jay Unger got that ball just taken right out of his hands. But now Blair has it, down by 10. Tupa drives right side in the lane. It will be no good, but there's a foul called on J.J. Farron, his first. Tupa almost got that one-handed, I don't even know what to call it, just throw-up shot to go from the right side. So Tupa will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Tupa on the year, 60% from the charity stripe. Blair down by 10, keep it 10 as Tupa misses his first. 5:25 to play, third quarter. Winner of this quarterfinal goes on to play the winner of Platteview and Bennington on Wednesday at 1:30. Tupa connects on the second one as well, so it's back to a 9-point Skyhawk lead. Blair will extend the defense a little bit here as Ninifu has it, looking up the floor, finds Farron, Still need to cross the timeline. They do with a pass to Dvorak. Now it's Zorowski, near side. Back to Dvorak. He dribbles, top of the key. Now to Farron, right side. To Zorowski, far corner, getting trapped, tries to get out of it. Now it's going to be a 3-ball, left wing for Dvorak, no good. And the offensive rebound is going to be knocked out of Ninifu's hands. And here comes Luke Ladwig as he's fouled by Dvorak. And so that'll be Grant Dvorak's third personal foul, and Kyle Jungers has to bring in Gabe Edstrand as Dvorak got called for his third personal foul. Blair showing a little bit of life here in the third quarter, just a little under halfway through, 30-21. Skutt out in front by 9. 3-ball on the way. Tupa, it's good! And it's 30-24. So hold on, folks. This one isn't anywhere close to being over, and we have a Skyhawk timeout as Ladwig pumps his fist as he heads to Blair's huddle, and it's 30-24. Skutt out in front by 6. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the state tournament on 93.7 The Ticket.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts, more celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
So it'll be Skutt basketball out of the Skyhawk timeout. Nick Sainer with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Ninifu has it, crosses the timeline for the Skyhawks. Now it's Jake Brack, left wing, now to Farron, to Edstrand. Remember, Dvorak has to sit on the bench right now with 3 fouls for the Skyhawks. Ninifu has it, right wing, working on Lawton, drives, left side, layup in the lane, good. James Ninifu, good move there by number 32 in white, James Ninifu. For the Skyhawks, gets it back to an 8-point Skutt lead. Tupa finds Zapla, left side, almost moved his pivot foot, keeps it now. Top of the key is Zapla, kicks it out to Jay Unger. He drives right side on Zorowski, trying to get an angle, loses possession of the basketball, gets it out to Tupa, near side corner. Now he'll drive, center of the key, spin move, kicks it back out to Ladwig, right wing. Ladwig's had a good third quarter. Now Zapla crosses over Edstrand in the lane, and we have a foul called on Gabe Edstrand. It'll be his first. I think Skutt wanted a travel, but instead they're going to get a foul called on the Skyhawks. It'll be the Skyhawks' third team foul of the third quarter here. And Blair has it underneath their own hoop to inbound. They throw it out top to Zapla, right wing, guarded by Edstrand. Zapla working on him. He drives, center of the key, up and no good as he was just trying to get a foul called. And Ninifu comes the other way for Skutt. In the lane, no good on the layup. And Lawton gets the rebound for Blair. Up the floor to Tupa. He crosses the timeline. Intensity's definitely picked up here in the third quarter. 3:29 to play, 32-24. Number 1 seed Skutt leads Blair by 8. Now it's Lawton, left wing. Down low to Jay Unger, working on Zorowski. Gets held for a moment. We'll have a traveling violation called on Jay Sean Unger. Blair been able to get a couple stops here in the third quarter, just haven't been able to find offense as Edstrand gets bumped from behind, dishes it off to Jake Brack down low, right on the doorstep of the hoop, and the layup is good. It's back to a 10-point Skyhawk lead with 3:02 to play in the third. Tupa, left wing, now to Zapla, left side, drives in the lane. He's going to be fouled, and the bucket. We'll see who the foul was on. It's going to be on number 12, Gabe Edstrand, his second. Jack Healy and Dvorak are ready to check in for Omaha Skutt. And going to the line, Jacob Zapla, Wyatt Ogle has also checked in for Blair, as well as Grayson Kay. So Zapla is at the line to shoot one. He misses that one. Good box out there by Brack, and Jack Healy gets the rebound. Up the floor to Ninifu. He crosses the timeline, working on K. Now it's Farron, left side, back to Ninifu. Dvorak also checked in, like I mentioned, at the last dead ball. Now he has it top of the key. He finds Farron left wing, thought about the three, back to Dvorak, down low in the center of the paint to Brack. Gets it knocked away. It'll be off the hands of Blair, so they'll stay with the Skyhawks here with 2:30 to play. Nolan Sliminski, the junior guard, back in for Blair. As Jacob Zapla takes a seat momentarily. Skutt to inbound underneath their own basket. They find Dvorak at top of the key. Now it's Farron, left side, back to Dvorak. To Ninifu. Cross-court pass to Farron, right in front of us. Now to Dvorak. Thought about the three, down low in the paint to Brack. Kicks it out to Farron. Cross-court pass. Dvorak dribbles. Down low to Brack. Layup in the lane, too strong. Good defense there by Wyatt Ogle. Offensive rebound, Ninifu, and the layup is good for James Ninifu. And it's 36-26. Skutt back out in front by 10. So Ladwig brings it across the timeline for Blair. Hands it off to K. Now it's Lawton back to Ladwig. Far corner, right in front of Blair's bench, working on James Ninifu. Now it's Grayson K, left side. He tries to drive baseline on Dvorak. Pulls up mid-range jumper, no good, too short. Ogle gets the offensive rebound for Blair. Up, no good. Blocked by Healy and off the hands of Blair as that rebound was getting tipped around. Touched a couple hands for both sides, and the last touch off of Wyatt Ogle. It'll be Skyhawk basketball with 1:36 to play in quarter number 3. Ninifu back to Dvorak, left side. Now to Farron. Back to Dvorak, top of the key. Guarded by Grayson K. Now it's Farron, back to Dvorak. They're just playing kind of keep away right now. 1:24 to play, third quarter. Dvorak has it right wing. Cross-court pass, Farron. Now to Ninifu, to Dvorak. Still looking for some help. Skutt not dribbling all that much. Up and over for Ninifu. No shots. We're going to have a foul on the floor. He did convert the layup, but it will not count. Foul will be called on number 5, Nolan Sliminski, his second. It'll be Skyhawk basketball underneath their own hoop. 1:12 to play here in the third quarter. They inbound it to Brack right in front of the bucket. No good on the jumper. And here comes Ladwig for Blair. Crosses the timeline. Had an opportunity to push the pace there, did Ladwig, as he splits a couple Skyhawk defenders up and under. It'll be no shot. Foul on the floor. As it's going to be on number 50, Jack Healy. That's going to be his third. It'll be the Skyhawks' 5th team foul of the second half with 1 minute to play. Kip Tupa checks in. Jay Unger also checks in for Blair as Ladwig and Ogle take a seat momentarily with 1 minute to play here in the third. Blair to inbound underneath their own bucket. Tupa looking for some help. Just throws it out top to Sliminski, guarded by Farron. Blair finds it to Tupa now. Working on Ninifu to Sliminski. He tries to drive baseline on Farron. Gets cut off there by Ninifu. Now it's Unger, finds a cutting K in the lane. Layup no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Ninifu, and Skyhawks have it with 43 seconds to play here in the third. Ninifu to Dvorak, to Farron, near side corner. 3-ball on the way. It rattles home. And the Skyhawks take a 39-26 lead with 30 seconds to play in the third. So Tupa brings it across the timeline. Now it's to K, back to Tupa, to Sliminski, top of the key, guarded by Farron. They hand it off to K. Now he gives it to Lawton, right wing, guarded by Dvorak. Now to Tupa, thought about the three for a moment, gets his pocket picked by Dvorak, and Dvorak's in transition. Up the lane, in the side, no good, and Ninifu slams it home on the putback. Ninifu came out of nowhere. Off the missed layup from Dvorak, and Ninifu just came back and dunked it home with two hands. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Your score, Skutt 41, the Blair Bears 26. We'll have the final quarter of action coming up next on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's seafood season at Amigos. The popular fish and shrimp tacos are back and on special. 2 for just $6.99. There's jumbo shrimp baskets, fish and chips, and even a seafood enchilada. Talk about variety. And don't forget the crowd-pleasing crisp crab rangoon burrito. The amazing flavor of crab rangoon rolled in a golden crisp tortilla just made to dunk in our sweet chili sauce. What a catch. Seafood at Amigos.
Hey dude, can I have the aux cord?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you want to play some games?
What? No, stop. I'm trying to drive.
Dude, Aaron wants to know what you're doing on Friday.
Okay, I'll talk to him later. I'm driving right now.
Did you see this thing on Facebook?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I gotta put you on Do Not Disturb.
Wait.
It's hard to drive with a bad passenger, so don't let your phone be one. Visit drivesmartany.org for more information. Brought to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Increased safety on Nebraska's highways. Our number one goal, Ticket or Ticket, day and night.
Nick Sander back with you at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Start of the fourth quarter. Skutt exploded there in the final minute to make their lead 15, 41-26. Blair had it down to as much as 7. They're about halfway through the third, and then couldn't get any more offense going after that. Edstrand gives it to Farron, now left side, guarded by Tupa. He dribbles right side, now to Ninafu, right wing. Ninafu trying to drive in the lane. Layup will go. It's 43-26, James Ninafu. Nice take there by number 32, James Ninafu, the senior for Skutt Catholic. Tupa, left wing for Blair. He drives, center of the key, stops. Now Jay Unger on the block, trying to find some help, and he took too many steps with it, and he gets called for a travel. So Skutt slowly starting to wear down Blair. 7:21 to play in this one. Winner of this game gets the winner of Platteview and Bennington Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. That Platteview-Bennington game coming up at 10:45 this morning. DP will be on the call for that one here on the ticket. Ninafu has it, far side. Now it's Brack. Near center court, Edstrand, top of the key, back to Brack, right wing now. Right in front of the head coach, Kyle Jungers. Brack to Farron. Has it on the H of Huskers, painted right here in center court. Now to Ninafu, left side, 6:50 to play. 43-26, Skutt out in front by 17. Kicks it out, Edstrand, left wing. Now hands it off to Farron. Skutt being extremely patient with this one. Back to Edstrand, right wing. Now back to Farron, top of the key to Ninafu. Skutt being extremely patient, extremely methodical here, trying to find a good shot and create some space with that Blair defense. Edstrand, guarded by Ladwig. Almost got his pocket pick. Edstrand in the lane. Right-handed layup is good. And the foul as Jay Unger tried to step in and take a charge. But I do not think he was parallel or got his feet set in time. So that'll be Unger's third. And going to the line to shoot one and try to convert the three-point play is Gabe Edstrand.
That's his first personal foul. The Bears' third of the half. In for Skutt Catholic, number 2, Wyatt Archer. Gabe Edstrand at the line, shooting one.
Wyatt Archer checks in for the Skyhawks as Edstrand connects on the free throw. Dvorak checks in for Edstrand after the made free throw. 6:24 to play. It's up to a 20-point Skyhawk lead as it felt like just 4 minutes of game time ago. Blair had this one down to within 7 points. And Skutt's kind of bursted onto the scene as of late. Tupa driving left side gets bumped by Wyatt Archer as he's freshly checked into the ball game. First foul on Archer this morning.
Wyatt Archer, that's his first personal foul. Team 6 for Skutt Catholic.
Tupa to inbound underneath the Bears hoop. Gets it to Ladwig, left side, guarded by Ninafu. Takes a screen right from Unger. Doesn't help out that much. They find Unger on the roll. Now it's going to be Lawton. 3-ball, near corner, no good. And the rebound goes into the hands of Brack, and he gives it off to Ninafu. So Ninafu crosses the timeline slowly. We're under 6 minutes to play here in the ballgame. By all indications, it looks like Skutt may advance to the Class B semifinal on Wednesday afternoon. Brack hands it to Ninafu. Near center court, guarded by Lawton. He crosses him up, center of the key, dumps it off to Archer, right on the block, hands it right to the hands of Kip Tupa of Blair, and it's a turnover charge to Omaha Skutt. Now up the floor goes Zappa to Lawton, top of the key, 3-ball on the way, no good, rattles out, and we have a foul down low as Unger and Zarowski got tangled up. It will be called on Zarowski, his second. Going to the line to shoot 2 shots, Jay Unger. Or excuse me, 1 and 1 would be Jay Unger, just a sophomore.
Jay Unger at the line, shooting 1 and 1.
Unger hits the front end of the 1-1, 67% on the season from the charity stripe. And it's back to within 20, 46-27. Skutt with a 19-point advantage. Unger's second free throw is good as well. As we have a timeout on the floor charged to Chris Whitwer. It is just a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification since we're nearing the top of the hour. This is the 2022 Class B State Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Thank you, Rico. 46-28. Skutt out in front by 18 here with 5:27 to play in the ball game. PBA starting to fill up just a little bit. Getting ready for Platteview Bennington here in about 45 minutes or so. It'll be Skyhawk basketball following Unger's 2 made free throws. Farron up the floor to Zarowski. Has it on the block. Now finds a cutting Dvorak in the center of the lane. His shot's blocked by Unger. Dvorak saves it to Farron and now gives it to Ninifu, top of the key. Back to Farron. Right wing to Brack, right side. Looking for some help is Jake Brack. He finds Farron, but before he is able to escape the double team, we have a timeout charged to Skutt Catholic. So it's just a 30 seconds, so we'll keep it right here once again. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making this possible.
Farmers Mutual in Nebraska, always alongside you.
Don't go anywhere. Following this game, we'll have the Union Bank and Trust post-game show.
U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of the NSAA and the Papers and Achievers Scholarship Program. Equal housing lender, U.S. Bank.
5:09 to play, fourth quarter. Skutt out in front by 18. So sideline inbound here. Dvorak will be the inbounder for the Skyhawks. See what they draw up out of the timeout. They just throw it into the backcourt to J.J. Farron. Tupa goes to meet him at the center court line as well. Dvorak now with it, right side. Dvorak trying to almost got fouled there by 3 Blair defenders. Now Farron dumps it off to Ninifu, right side. Skutt is going to be in no hurry these final 4 minutes and 50 seconds as Dvorak has it, top of the key. Now backs it out to the timeline, guarded by Lagwig, and he is forced to foul him. So this is going to kind of be what's going to be the name of the game right here, it seems like, is they're just going to pass it around the final 4 minutes and 43 seconds left. If just try to play keep away, it feels like. Because I think Blair is starting to understand it because they're going to they're just going to start fouling intentionally here as Zarowski gets a dump off down low in the paint, and his layup is good. 48-28, back to a 20-point Skutt advantage. Tupa brings it across the timeline for the for the Bears. Now it's going to be Zappa. Left side. Working on Jay Unger now. Almost had the rebound there, and Zarowski gets the miss for the Skyhawks. And now Ninifu has it. He'll slowly walk it across the timeline. 48-28, 4:07 to play, fourth quarter. Ninifu with it, has it left side, and he's going to be fouled on the way to the rim. No shot. Foul will be called on number 24, Sawyer Lawton. His second. Blair still got to foul 2 more times before the Skyhawks are in the bonus. So we'll see how quickly they decide to do that. They just throw it up top to Ninifu. He's guarded by Lawton. Now to Dvorak. Right side. Guarded by Luke Ladwig. Once again, Skyhawks in no hurry here. Dvorak with it. Top of the key. Still guarded by Ladwig. Took a little bit of a bump from number 12 in gray. Now he gets triple teamed. Now dumps it off to Farron. Top of the key to Ninifu. On the elbow. Skutt driving in the lane, dumps it off. Brack layup in the lane, it goes, and it's 50-28. So Tupa brings it across the timeline for Blair. Now gives it to Ladwig. 50-28 is your score. Skutt out in front by 22. Ladwig gets bumped by Ninifu, and he'll be called for the foul. That'll be Ninifu's third.
Skyhawk foul number 32, James Ninifu. That's his third personal foul. Team 8 of the half.
Ladwig will go to the line to shoot 1-1, as that was the 8th team foul on the Skyhawks. He's 77% from the free throw line this season, and he misses the front end off the front iron, and a defensive rebound goes to Soroski. So Farron working on Tupa, gets fouled from behind by Tupa, and that'll be Blair's 6th team foul.
That's his second personal foul, team 6 of the half. Back for the Bears, number 5, Nolan Slominski.
Nolan Slominski checks back in for Blair with 3:10 to play in the fourth quarter. They inbound it to Ninifu. He's walked up the court together by Sawyer Lawton. Now it's Farron back to Ninifu, top of the key. He had a wide open drive to the bucket and decided not to take it. Now it's going to be Dvorak, dumps it off. Zorowski, layup gets blocked from behind. Offensive rebound there for Dvorak, and we'll have a foul and one opportunity coming up for Grant Dvorak as he was fouled from behind by Sawyer Lawton. That'll be Lawton's third. So Dvorak will go to the line to shoot one shot as Skutt extends their lead 52-28 with 2:52 to play.
Grant Dvorak at the line. Also in for Blair, number 14, Grayson K. And in for the Skyhawks, number 12, Gabe Edstrand.
Jay Unger takes a seat for the Bears as Grayson K checks in. Grant Dvorak at the line, trying to complete the three-point play, and he does. It's 53-28 with 2:52 to play. Tupa gets it, crosses the timeline for Blair, trying to drive on Farron. Now kicks it out to Ladwig. He calls isolation for a moment. Now it's going to be a bounce pass to K, left side, working on Edstrand. He pulls up, mid-range jumper. It is good. And it's 53-30 as Dvorak drives crosses the timeline, dumps it off to Edstrand, bounce pass, Ninifu to Brack, gets it knocked away for a moment, gets it back. Now layup is good, and it's back to a 25-point Skutt lead. 2:20 to play in the ball game. Skutt, barring anything wild, will advance to the semifinal on Wednesday as Tupa was able to get a layup to go. Dvorak, double team, cross-court pass to Farron right in front of Skutt's bench. Now up top to Ninifu. He's guarded by Tupa, and he is fouled. While we have a pause in the action, let's go ahead and get a 30-second timeout. This is Class B boys basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
You can search online for hours to find the best electricians in Lincoln and the surrounding area, but I'll save you time. High Electric has been serving their customers for 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They're experts in everything electrical, from remodeling to new additions, hot tub installations, electric vehicle chargers or EV chargers, lighting, ceiling fans, and more. High Electric takes jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at highelectric.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
James Ninifu hit 2 free throws there during that brief timeout to make Skutt lead by 57-32 with 1:48 to play. Now it's K with it for Blair. Left side, guarded by Ninifu. Now cross-court pass to Zapla. He drives, pull up, mid-range jumper on the way, no good off back iron. And number 30, Jacob Cantor, the senior, who has freshly checked in for his first time this morning, gets the defensive rebound. Ninifu goes all the way to the rack and dunks it home with the right hand. James Ninifu, as Blair shoots a 3-ball on the other end, rebounded once again by Cantor. As PBA, everybody at PBA just kind of like stood up for a moment as Ninifu comes out of nowhere, man. He isn't the tallest man, but he's got some bounce. He's dunked it home with the right hand. Edstrand to Cantor. Now hands it off to Farron. He gets fouled from behind by Kip Tupa.
Blair, foul number 10, that's his fourth personal foul, team 9th of the half.
A laundry list of substitutions coming in for both sides, and both fans get a standing ovation. A couple players for Blair playing their final games. Kip Tupla, Luke Ladwig, Jacob Zoppla, Mark Donner, Sawyer Lawton, James Dobbins, Toby Ray, all of them final game in the Blair uniform this morning. Skutt will go on to play the winner of Platteview and Bennington. That one is coming up around 10:45. Farron connected on the first free throw, so Skutt now leads 60, make it 60 or keep it 60-32 as Ogle gets the miss on the back end of the two free throws. Blair with the basketball. Dobbins has it near corner. Now he drives in the lane, trying to get a move going. Now it's back to Toby Ray, to Dobbins. He'll shoot the three ball on the way. It's good! Super cool moment for James Dobbins, the senior, who, folks, that is James Dobbins' first points all season long. He came in only shooting one shot, and it was a 2-point bucket, and he missed it. That was James' first points all season long, and they come at the state tournament at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Pretty cool moment as Dobbins hits a three from the right wing. So Skyhawks with the basketball, 38 seconds to play. It's a 25-point Skutt advantage. Kyle Junger saying, let's go, let's keep it rolling. As Caden Lynch has it, top of the key. Now to Ben Teal. Now Lynch. Will Tobin has it top of the key. Tobin looking a little fast, drives to the right side of the lane. It's good. It's 62-35 as Tababin, I should say, gets the layup to go. And we have a foul called on Skutt with 5.9 seconds to play. That foul is called on number 22, Ryan Kudron, the junior. He's going to line to shoot 1-1. Since that's the 9th team foul on the Skyhawks, is number 30, Jacob Cantor.
Shooting 1-1.
Cantor's first is good. Cantor only averaging 1.5 points per game. Get this. So he scored now 16 total points, but before coming in, he only had 15 points all season long, and it came on 5 3-point shots. So pretty cool fact there for Jacob Cantor as the Skyhawks get the miss on the free throw. There's the horn, and there's the ball game. Your final score, Skutt Catholic 62, the Bears of Blair 36. So Skutt will advance to the Class B semifinal on Wednesday afternoon. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the Union Bank and Trust postgame show coming up next on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Are you dragging through each day? Most people are dehydrated or deficient in essential vitamins, minerals, and more. Live Hydration Spa helps you get more out of your life with their IV hydration treatments to help with anti-aging, weight loss, endurance, and more. Their performance packages can help you feel better doing your normal daily routine with boosts of energy and vitality, an increase in immunity, and quicker athletic recovery. Call today for an appointment at 402-413-2042 or walk in at 71st and Pioneers. Live Hydration Spa.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts. More celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Cantor back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. We have wrapped up game 1 of 32 that you'll be able to hear on the ticket. Still got a long way to go, so we got a lot of exciting matchups coming up in the near future here throughout the week. Coming up next at around 10:45 is going to be number 4 seed Platteview versus number 5 seed Bennington, the other Class B boys quarterfinal, and then we'll take a little bit of a longer break and then come back, and it's Class A girls basketball the rest of the afternoon and evening right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Skutt wins this one 62-36 over the Bears of Blair. This is the Union Bank and Trust postgame show. Open a checking account today and receive up to a $200 cash bonus. Learn more at ubt.com. Skutt will advance to the semifinal on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. The 1 seed, the Skyhawks, now improved to 23-1 on the year. Mentioned throughout the course of the game that they're trying to get their 3rd state title in program history. They've won one in 2014 when they beat Beatrice 59-45 and topped Roncalli in 2020 with a 59-31 win. Kyle Juergens advances to his 5th straight Class B boys semifinal matchup. So impressive run there for the Skyhawks. For the Bears, just coming up a little bit short throughout the course of the game. It was just lack of offense, as Jay Unger was pretty quiet throughout the whole course of the game. Luke Ladwig got going there in the 3rd quarter. Blair cut it down to 7 at one point. And I was sitting here courtside, and we were saying, man, this is a chance. We have a chance to see a pretty close finish. And then, man, James Ninafu and Jake Brack, that teamwork from Skutt just kind of was too much for Blair to handle. And throughout the course of the game, the big bodies of Brack, Zarowski, and Healy for Skutt Catholic, just too much for the Blair Bears to handle. Unfortunately for Blair, we'll see how they look next season as they graduate quite a few guys. Tupa, Luke Lagwig, Zapla, Mark Donner, Sawyer Lawton, some big names that played some key roles this morning are going to be gone for head coach Chris Whitwer as he heads into his 8th season as the head coach of the Blair Bears. Once again, your final score, Skutt Catholic advances to the semifinal game 62-36 with a win over the 8 seed Blair Bears. Don't go anywhere. In a couple minutes, after we take a couple minute break, I catch my breath, we'll have Jeff Mall from the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau to kind of talk and sit down for about 10 minutes or so and talk about just how great this week is going to be for the city of Lincoln and what you can do as a fan to enjoy some state basketball this week in the city of Lincoln and downtown in the capital city. Once again, your final score on the Union Bank and Trust postgame show. Open a checking account today and receive up to a $200 cash bonus. Learn more at ubt.com. Number 1, Skutt Catholic advances with a 62-36 win. Nick Cantor saying goodbye for now from Pinnacle Bank Arena. The Skyhawks are in the semifinals. We'll be right back. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
It's seafood season at Amigos. The popular fish and shrimp tacos are back and on special, 2 for just $6.99. There's jumbo shrimp baskets, fish and chips, and even a seafood enchilada. Talk about variety. And don't forget the crowd-pleasing crisp crab rangoon burrito. The amazing flavor of crab rangoon rolled in a golden crisp tortilla, just made to dunk in our sweet chili sauce. What a catch! Seafood at Amigos.
At Southeast Community College, fall just arrived, but spring is already on our minds. Registration for the spring 2022 semester begins October 25th. Whether you want to get a head start on a 4-year degree, learn a new trade with a certificate program, or add to your job skills, SCC has a class for you. Spring semester starts January 10th. Learn more about our more than 60 programs of study online at southeast.edu. SCC, your path to possible.
Fencing, skydiving, baseball, tennis, gymnastics, softball, basketball, table tennis, karate.
Nick thinks he can name all of the Cornhusker State Game sports in 30 seconds.
BMX racing, volleyball, cycling.
Not likely, but here's what you do need to know. The Cornhusker State Games are coming up in July. With over 70 sports to choose from, there's literally something for everyone. Register by June 1st to get your free shirt. Check it all out at CornhuskerStateGames.com. Go for the gold in 2022.
Archery, chess, foot golf, fishing.
Are you tired of lousy internet and faceless customer service? It's time to experience local, honest, hassle-free, and exceptional. That's the Allo promise. We not only provide crazy fast fiber internet, crystal clear TV, and dependable phone service, but we choose to become a part of the communities we serve and love when everyone calls or stops by our store to say Allo. So don't settle for mediocre, settle for exceptional with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/local.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sainer back with you at Pinnacle Bank Arena. We're in between a couple games. Well, before we send it off to DP here in a couple minutes for the pregame show of Platteview and Bennington, I wanted to sit down with Jeff Mull of Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Jeff, exciting times, man.
Well,
how are you doing, first of all?
I'm doing great, man. It's Monday, and I am so blessed that you guys are doing what you're doing. And, man, we have great media partners. We have a great city. We have great venues. This is, I mean, I don't want to slide Christmas aside, but this is the most wonderful time of the year when it comes to tourism.
Well, yeah, exactly. And with some of the games and how they kind of unfolded last week, I started really getting excited for Monday morning because look where we're at. I mean, we're finally at Pinnacle Bank Arena. There's a little bit of normalcy. Some of my memories popped up on my phone last couple of days of being in Pinnacle Bank Arena and some pictures I was taking. And I remember like the seats were saran wrapped and covered, and it just didn't feel like state tournament time. And I kind of joked in our pregame show before the first game that when it's snowing out, you know it's state tournament basketball because we always have a snowstorm. But, I mean, people have battled it and made the trip from whether it's Omaha, whether it's Platteview, whether it's Bennington. They've shown out on the first day so far.
They've had this on their calendar all year long. When we went to the 6-day format for state high school basketball to accommodate Big Ten wrestling the last couple of days, there were a lot of people saying, hey, we love it. We're just going to come to Lincoln. We're going to be there the entire time. But I want to flash back to March of 2020 when we had hardly anybody here. And that's when the pandemic truly started to get the teeth of where it took us. And I'm standing there on the floor going, what an empty feeling seeing these student athletes on the floor with just a handful of fans. But fast forward to what we're going to do this week in Lincoln. We have great venues and just the pageantry of state high school basketball and their families. Again, the last person out of the community, shut the lights off. We'll see you at the end of the week with the state championship.
I was going to say, like with the obviously state tournament time is always as exciting as ever. I mean, and Nebraska shows out whether it's a Class D1 or Class A. They always show out. There's always – and it's good for just general basketball fans. It's a great opportunity, great venue at PBA here as well. But having it both boys and girls basketball in the same week, I mean, what kind of greater opportunity is there? Because the atmosphere is going to be second to none.
The atmosphere second to none, great experience. And the fact that there might be fans of boys basketball and fans of girls basketball that stick with their specific sport, but they don't watch them together.
Yeah.
This is the chance to see them both on the same stage at the same time. And the amount of vacation time that people take to watch basketball, now they're going to get to watch it all over a period of week. And we're hoping and praying for some good weather. I know we woke up this morning I didn't expect snow.
Neither did I.
But you know what? It happened. The streets are great in Lincoln. So if you're listening out there, come down and get a ticket at either Devaney, the public schools, or Pinnacle Bank Arena. Lots of great basketball.
Once again, we're talking to Jeff Mull of the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. I'm curious, how does a week like this all come together? Because obviously you mentioned you have to accommodate Big Ten wrestling, which was a great event for the conference on a college and national wrestling stage. But now you have state basketball. How did this week, where you brought in boys and girls basketball together, how did it all come together in a 1 week stretch?
Well, and you guys hear Derek Bombeck from our office come on in the mornings on Fridays. We are a recruitment organization.
Yeah.
We recruit events to Lincoln. We help make events happen. So when we were presented with the opportunity as a community to host Big Ten wrestling, immediately you have to reach out to people like John Dolliver and Jay Beller at the NSAA and say, hey, are you willing to make it happen, and how do you want to do it? So ultimately, I take my hat off to Jay Beller and John Dolliver at the NSAA that made this happen in 5 days. You look at the schedule, Nick, I have no idea how you begin to even think that this is going to work.
Yeah.
But it's going to be great, and we just supported. Our biggest thing was to make sure our retail, our restaurants, and our hospitality industry were ready for this because, as you know, we've had staffing shortages. We're still climbing out of that pandemic thing. And I'll tell you, people are ready. What happened this previous weekend, how busy we were, prepared us for a very long week right here doing tournaments.
I was going to say, what would be your advice to somebody that's either coming in from a small town or even making the trip, from South Lincoln downtown to the rail yard or to the Haymarket area? What would be your advice to them with knowing, what we've gone through the last year and a half or so?
Just be prepared. I know a lot of them come from smaller towns where maybe the staffing isn't an issue, but bigger cities, bigger bars, bigger restaurants, there will be staffing issues. Be patient. I've had to do it. We've had to do it as a community and just support those that continue to dole out the drinks and the food and the clothing. So it's going to be a great experience. And we want people to hop on to Lincoln.org. That's our website. Yep. Still plenty of hotel rooms in Lincoln. Still plenty of dinner reservations available. So really, we're ready to go and we're prepared. And I want to thank everybody out there. Thank you personally for what you're taking on this week, man. You and I smiled when we shook hands because I'd never met you before.
Yeah, exactly.
The first thing I did was, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, you did.
Sorensen get you into this?
Yeah. Well, it's going to be me and DP together. We're going to be doing these 32 games. It's an exciting time.
It's good. It's good. Awesome. So we're happy to be a part of it. And again, just high school athletics, big part of our community.
Yeah. Awesome. That's Jeff Mull of the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Jeff, exciting week coming up. We got to let you go so we can do our pregame show here, but I'm sure you're more than welcome to join anytime you want. Sit down. We'll have a conversation. We'll have some fun, and we'll talk some high school basketball this week.
I will be listening all week, man.
That is Jeff Mull of the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Make your way down to PBA or Devaney or any of the high schools if you want to see some smaller classes right now this week, and enjoy some state basketball all week long, whether it's on 93.7 The Ticket or in person. Once again, that's Jeff Mull of Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. Nick Sainert saying goodbye for now. In a couple minutes when we come back, I'll turn it over to DP. He'll have Platteview and Bennington Class B boy quarterfinal coming up next on 93.7 The Ticket.
Fencing, skydiving, baseball, tennis, gymnastics, softball, basketball, table tennis, karate.
Nick thinks he can name all of the Cornhusker State Game sports in 30 seconds.
BMX racing, volleyball, cycling.
Not likely, but here's what you do need to know. The Cornhusker State Games are coming up in July. With over 70 sports to choose from, there's literally something for everyone. Register by June 1st to get your free shirt. Check it all out at CornhuskerStateGames.com. Go for the gold in 2022.
Challenge, archery, chess, foot golf, fishing.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln. My promise to you is this: you won't find another automotive repair facility that genuinely cares about you and your vehicle. Our service is outstanding and our customer service is better. Please give me a call for all your automotive repair questions and needs. Call me at 402-477-4660. We were built on small town values, and that shows in how we treat others. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
At Southeast Community College, fall just arrived, but spring is already on our minds. Registration for the spring 2022 semester begins October 25th. Whether you want to get a head start on a 4-year degree, learn a new trade with a certificate program, or add to your job skills, SCC has a class for you. Spring semester starts January 10th. Learn more about our more than 60 programs of study online at southeast.edu. SCC, your path to possible.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting wefixbasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
My hardest job is to know how to win and how to lose and be able to handle adversity.
Well, I think that's also good because adversity is a great teacher. Usually when you're winning, you're not going to change much. When you really encounter adversity, then everything's on the table. You begin to really examine your life and examine what you've been doing, what you haven't been doing, and that's when sometimes the most meaningful changes occur.
Weekdays from 11 to 2 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Early break with Sip and Jake.
And I've told you that Dan Billy Waldrop story where back when you could talk to the players one-on-one, we were just BSing after a practice, and I just said, "Hey, so where you living?" He goes, "Well, I live over on right off Holdridge Street." I go, "You like it over there?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm walking distance from the Dairy Queen."
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you dragging through each day? Most people are dehydrated or deficient in essential vitamins, minerals, and more. Live Hydration Spa helps you get more out of your life with their IV hydration treatments to help with anti-aging, weight loss, endurance, and more. Their performance packages can help you feel better doing your normal daily routine with boosts of energy and vitality, an increase in immunity, and quicker athletic recovery. Call today for an appointment at 402-413-2042 or walk in at 71st and Pioneers. Live Hydration Spa.
Hey dude, can I have the aux cord?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you want to play some games?
What? No, stop. I'm trying to drive.
Dude, Aaron wants to know what you're doing on Friday.
Okay, I'll talk to him later. I'm driving right now.
Did you see this thing on Facebook?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I gotta put you on Do Not Disturb.
Wait.
It's hard to drive with a bad passenger, so don't let your phone be one. Visit drivesmartany.org for more information. Brought to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hi, this is Kurt, your shop manager at A1 Automotive here in downtown Lincoln.